Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my February empties videos, and for February I don't have a ton of empties. It kind of goes in like some months I have a lot of empties and the next month I won't have a lot of empties, which makes kind of sense. So hopefully this won't be a super long video, but I will get into everything. So I'm going to start off with my tea empties, and I really love tea, so in all of my empties videos I really like including the teas that I finished up that month. So I have two teas that I had at work, and they're kind of my standard teas that I have at work. The first one being the Tazo Awake English Breakfast. And yes, I bring my own tea to work. I love having tea at least once a day. I make myself black tea every morning, and then in the afternoon I usually make a green tea most of the time, and this is the Stash Premium Green Tea. So these are just staples that I use at work, and I've gone through a lot of these. Nothing too fancy, but I really like them, and they're great like everyday sort of teas. So just a basic black tea, English breakfast tea, and then just a normal like standard green tea. So love those. And the only other tea I finished up is from Numi, and it's their organic Moroccan mint, and I've been really into mint teas the last few months. I used to really be into them, then I wasn't into them as much, but lately I've really been loving them again. And I really love this one from Numi. I've gone through countless boxes of this type as well. And yeah, I think that's just a really good mint tea option. So love that as well. I did use up one candle this month. I think in January I had used up a candle at like the very end of the month, and then I just started using a new candle, so I only managed to in the month of February, I only used up one candle, and it's the Bath & Body Works Spiced Apple Toddy candle. And I talked about this in my Project Wax. It's just a really nice apple. I mean, the name kind of fits the scent perfectly. It's just a spicy sort of apple scent, more of a winter sort of apple scent, and I really love apple sort of scents, specifically like in the fall, but this was really nice to burn. I did really enjoy burning it, and this is completely used up. I think I previously have gone through one of these, since I'm doing my Project Wax, it's really like helping me reevaluate like how many candles I buy, and once it's helping me to like prevent from overbuying candles. So I'm not sure if I'd buy this particular candle again. I would rather burn more apple sort of scents more in the fall time versus in the winter. So I don't know if this is really necessary for me to have or necessary for me to buy again, but I did enjoy burning it. So there's that. I did use up one hand soap in February. This is the Winter Citrus Wreath, also from Bath & Body Works. And I go through one of these foaming hand soaps every couple of weeks, so my empties always have these in it. This one I liked. Of this sort of range from Bath & Body Works, it's not my favorite. I don't dislike it. It was sort of like a citrus with balsam sort of mix of a scent. I mean, it was nice. I didn't have any complaints about it. It's just not something that I would need to run out and repurchase. But that was that. So in terms of body care, I used up, looks like I only used up one thing for body care. This is from the Body Shop. This is the Brazil Nut Body Scrub, and it's a cream body scrub. So in January, I had used up the corresponding body butter, and then I had finished this up in February. And I think the scent of this is great. It's one of my favorite scents from the Body Shop. I think it's great for the winter time. It's a very like warm scent. It's not too overpowering. It's kind of like a sweet and warm sort of scent. So I really enjoyed using this, and this is definitely something next winter that I would consider repurchasing. I really like using this when it's a little colder outside. So love that. In terms of skincare, so one of the first things I used up was the Ulta MD Skincare UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46, and I keep this in my makeup bag, but I guess it's technically skincare, like skin protection. So I talk about this in my weekly makeup bag videos quite a bit, but I have been using this sunscreen for a few years now, and I always just go back to it. You can purchase it on Derm Store. I know my mom gets it sometimes for me from her esthetician. So it is something that you can get like through a dermatologist or like skin or like a physician or a professional. But I really like this. I find that it's formulated that it will be good if you have like really sensitive or acne prone skin. So I find that it goes like beautifully under my makeup, doesn't look like I'm wearing sunscreen, and I've just gotten into a really great habit of using this. And I've tried other facial sunscreens, and I just think that this one is so much better and worth the money because it doesn't make it a hassle to wear sunscreen. So I've already have a new one of this, and this is something I will continue repurchasing and repurchasing. Next for skincare, and this is in my Finish 7 by Spring. This is the Suki Face Exfoliate Foaming Cleanser with lemongrass extract and natural sugar. And I originally got a sample of this in our Birchbox, and I really loved it. It just smells very much like lemon and sugar. It feels and smells and like very natural. I did enjoy using this. You put it on your face and you work it into lather, and it really like foams up, which is it's really cool to kind of use this. But I don't know if I'd necessarily repurchase it. I always felt like when I used it, I felt a little weird because I felt like, is it good to like put sugar on your face if sugar's supposed to be so bad for you? So I always follow up with another sort of cleanser. I did enjoy using it, but I don't know if it's something that I would necessarily repurchase it. But I did enjoy it while I had it. My next skincare item is also from my Finish 7 by Spring, and it's the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask, and this is one that I've got in a 500-point perk from Sephora. I had previously gone through a full size of this. I really like this. I think it's a really great detoxifying sort of peel-off mask. I really do enjoy using this. But I think in the future, somewhere down the line that I would repurchase this. However, I'm really interested in the First Aid Beauty, the red clay like peel off mask. I think that's the one I want to try next. So I think having a peel off mask like within your skincare collection is good, but I don't think I need more than like one of them. So I'm going to try out the First Aid Beauty one, see how it compares, but I definitely would consider repurchasing this at some point. My next item is an eye cream, and this is from Origins. This is the Eye Doctor eye cream. So I just used this completely up, and I like this one. It's just kind of a basic eye cream. It's not too heavy, and it's one that you can use in the morning and at night, which I really like because it takes me forever to go through an eye cream. This one took me a little over a year. You're supposed to, well, the expiration on it is 6 months, but, you know, I don't think it went bad. I just can see for, like, eye products that you wouldn't want to keep them around for that long, but I just don't see how anyone could use this up in 6 months. I don't know. Maybe I'm not using enough product, or I don't know what the issue is, but I did like this because it takes me so long to get through, and I was using this twice a day, and it still took me double the time than it was supposed to use up, so I did like that I could use it AM and PM. I would consider repurchasing this, but I kind of want to try out some other eye creams. So if you guys have any recommendations, especially eye creams that would work, that you could use twice a day that aren't too heavy to wear during the day, definitely let me know, but I used that up. So my next, let's see, I guess I have some more skincare items. So I also used up, this was also in my Finish 7 by Spring. I had a lot of empties from that. But this is a sheet mask. It's the Beauty Friends Green Tea Essence Mask. And this is a Korean brand. I got this from a friend when she went to South Korea. And I really liked using this. I don't have anything really to say that, oh, it had amazing results, but I find these really relaxing to use because you kind of just need to put it on your face, and then I like have like 20 to 30 minutes to just like lay down and like do nothing. So I do like using these, but it's not something that I would like go out of my way to like purchase, but I do find them fun. Next item I used up were these Yes to Cucumbers facial wipes, and these, of any like brand that I've tried of makeup removing wipes, these are my favorite. I like the texture of the cloth, and I really like the packaging on this, because this like plastic opener, it will just ensure that the makeup wipes like stay moist and stay good for a long time. Because I don't use these every day. I more use them when I travel. I use them more on the weekends. It's not like an everyday thing where I'm going through a pack of these like a month. So I really like something that's going to ensure that the wipes don't dry out. So this is my favorite brand of these, and definitely would repurchase them. So I have a couple of hair care items. The first is this KMS, what is this called? Hot Flex Spray. I believe I got this in a Birchbox, and it's kind of like a heat protectant. You like spray it on your hair when it's wet, and then you can, it's like a heat protectant, heat activating spray. I never was quite sure like what this really did, but I did use this and bring this when I was traveling, and that's how I used that up. So I don't think this is something I'd go out and repurchase, but I did enjoy using it, and I really like having travel size like hair care items. And the other thing I used up was kind of similar. This is the Bamboo Candy Oil Dry Oil Mist. So this is also, it kind of tames your hair, but it also acts as a heat protectant. This I liked. I think I preferred this one over this one, but again, this isn't something that I necessarily go out and purchase. So I didn't really use up any makeup items. I did use up this EOS. This is in Strawberry Sorbet, I believe. It's one of these EOS lip balms, and I tried to get as much of the product that I could, like try to dig in there, but these are really nice. I really love these for my makeup bag. I think they do a really great job at like priming my lips before I put on any lip color. But I don't think they're like super moisturizing, so it's not something I like to carry. Well, I don't like to have it on my nightstand. I like something a little thicker. And I think they're an awkward shape for like a purse. So I really just prefer having these in my makeup bag. But used up that, and I don't know if I'd buy this like flavor, I guess, of this again, the strawberry, but I definitely would buy more of these in the future. So the next thing I used up, these are also from my Finish 7 by Spring. They're my two perfumes that I've been working on for quite some time. They're the Harajuku Lovers in G and Music. I'm so glad to finally have finished these up. I have been working on these for a few months. Finally finished up both of them. I think the packaging is super cute, but I think the scents are just, I don't know. I feel like I've outgrown the scents, and I'm really glad that I finally have used these up, and now I can use something else that I think suits me a lot better. But yeah, I don't know what to do with these, to be honest. I kind of want to keep like at least the toppers of these just because they're super cute. But I haven't really decided yet what I want to do with these, but used those two items up. My last few things, I used up some cotton rounds. These were just the Up and Up brand from Target, just the regular cotton rounds. I really prefer just the regular type. I don't really like the exfoliating ones. So I used those up. I did use up some, so I guess the last things I have are samples. So as part of my like 2015 beauty goals, I wanted to use up at least 2 samples a month. So in February, I actually managed to use up 4 samples. One's the Algentist, what is this, Multi-Perfecting Pore Corrector Gel Moisturizer. So I used this when I was visiting my parents. It was over like President's Day weekend. And I actually really like this. I really love anything I've tried from Algentist. And everything I've tried has come like free through some sort of Sephora promo or like a 100-point perk or something like that, because they're a very expensive brand. But I have liked everything I've tried from them. So this was no exception. And I think a gel sort of moisturizer works well for my kind of oily skin. So I did enjoy using this. Probably wouldn't, I don't know if I'd necessarily purchase this, but I did like using the little sample. The next item I used, this is from DHC. It's the Deep Cleansing Oil. And I used this to just like take off my makeup. I think this only lasted, I want to say it was only like a single use. And, you know, honestly, it was just kind of like putting olive oil on my skin. I think that is one of the ingredients in this is olive oil. But, you know, it was nice. I don't really use like oil-based like things to take off my makeup or these oil like cleansing gel things. So it was nice to use, but not something that I would go out and purchase. The next thing I used was this Benefit the Professional sample. Now I've gone through a full size of Benefit Professional. I'm currently using, I have a little like deluxe sample of Benefit Professional. So using this sample really made me want to use my Professional, and I got that out of my makeup collection to put in my makeup bag once I use this sample. So I really prefer using this just on the areas of my face where my pores are larger. I don't like using this as an all over face primer, but I do like this, and I have that. And then the other sample that I used is another Benefit item, and this is the Total Moisture Facial Cream, and it's just a ton of packaging for just this little bit of moisturizer. So when I was visiting my parents, I used this moisturizer and then this moisturizer as well. And this one's nice. It's just kind of a basic moisturizer. I don't think I necessarily would go and purchase it, but I did enjoy using it while I did. And then also the last thing I used up, so as part of my 2015 beauty goals, I wanted to use up at least 2 samples a month, and then I also wanted to use up at least 1 perfume sample a month, or I don't think it was 1 perfume sample. I think I wanted to use up 10 perfume samples in the year. So in February, I used up 1 perfume sample, and this is from Fossil, and it's their 1954 perfume, which is a new perfume launch. I believe it came out last year. But this is just, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's just a very, let's see if I can get any scent out of it. No, but it's just a very like fresh scent. It's not floral at all. I feel like it's a great like everyday sort of scent. So I really do like that. And I used up this as well. So that is everything. Those were all my empties for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Bye.